In a bustling little town, on a super busy morning, lived a 7-year-old girl named Zoe. Zoe had beautiful, curly dark hair that bounced when she walked, big round glasses that helped her see the world, and she loved wearing her favorite turquoise hoodie with purple shorts and bright, colorful sneakers. But this morning, Zoe wasn't feeling so bright and colorful herself. In fact, she felt small. I'm not good at running either, she huffed, catching her breath. Later, back in the classroom, her teacher asked a tricky question about planets. Zoe knew the answer was somewhere in her head, but it felt shy and wouldn't come out. Another student answered first. I'm not good at anything, Zoe thought, her shoulders slumping down. When Zoe got home, she went to her room to put her things away. It was a little messy, with toys and books scattered around like treasures on a desert island. As she started to tidy up, she spotted something peeking out from under her bed. It was an old backpack she hadn't seen in ages. But this wasn't just any old backpack. It was glowing with a soft, warm light, like a little bit of sunset trapped inside. Curiosity wiggled in Zoe's tummy. She pulled the backpack out. It was a lovely shade of blue, like the sky on a perfect day. As she slipped it onto her shoulders, something amazing happened. Poof! All around her, tiny, sparkling icons appeared, floating gently in the air. There was a little star that said kindness, a tiny shield that said bravery, a colorful paintbrush for creativity, and a little hourglass that said patience. Just then, a warm and friendly voice seemed to whisper on the breeze. Everyone has invisible powers inside them, Zoe. They're just waiting for you to discover them. Zoe looked around, her eyes wide with wonder. Invisible powers inside her? She wasn't so sure. The next day, Zoe wore the glowing backpack to school, still a little puzzled. As she walked into her classroom, she saw her friend, Leo, trip and spill a huge stack of books all over the floor. Oh no, he cried. Without even thinking, Zoe rushed over to help him. It's okay, Leo. We can pick them up together, she said with a smile. As they gathered the books, Zoe felt a little warmth on her back. She turned just in time to see the kindness star on her backpack light up with a soft, happy glow. Later, it was time for show and tell. Zoe clutched the drawing of the fuzzy potato lion in her hand. Her heart started to beat like a drum. Usually, she was too nervous to share her art, but then she thought about the little shield floating near her. Bravery, it said. Taking a deep breath, Zoe walked to the front of the class. This is a lion, she said, her voice a little shaky at first. He's not very fierce, but he's very friendly. The whole class smiled, and her teacher told her it was a wonderfully unique lion. At that moment, the bravery shield on her backpack lit up, shining even brighter than the star. The backpack felt warmer now, like a gentle hug. After school, Zoe sat on her front steps, trying to tie her shoelaces. It was so frustrating. The loops kept getting tangled, and the knots wouldn't stay. She wanted to give up and just ask her mom to do it. But then, she saw the little hourglass icon for patience twinkling beside her. Okay, she told her sneakers. Let's try this one more time. Slow and steady, she carefully made one loop, then the other, and wrapped them around each other just like her dad had shown her. And it worked! Her shoelace was tied in a perfect bow. When she tried to build a super tall tower of blocks even after it fell down twice, the patience hourglass gleamed. When she came up with a fun new game for recess, the creativity paintbrush sparkled and swirled with color. With every good choice she made, every time she was kind or brave or patient or creative, her backpack would shine a little brighter. It was becoming a beautiful, glowing rainbow of light that followed her everywhere. One sunny afternoon, as Zoe was helping her neighbor water their flowers, she felt that familiar warmth spreading across her back. The backpack was glowing so brightly now, it was hard to miss. Her neighbor smiled and said, "Zoe, you are such a kind and helpful girl. You bring so much light to our street." And that's when Zoe finally understood. She stopped and looked at the backpack, really looked at it. The glow wasn't coming from the fabric or the zippers. It was coming from her. Every time she chose to be kind, the glow of kindness came from her heart. Every time she was brave, the strength came from inside her. The magic wasn't in the backpack at all. As she realized this, the backpack began to shimmer and fade. The glowing icons of kindness, bravery, creativity, and patience danced around her one last time before dissolving into a shower of beautiful, harmless sparkles that seemed to float right into her chest. The backpack was gone, but the warm feeling was still there, stronger than ever. Zoe giggled. The powers weren't in some magic backpack. They had been inside her all along. The backpack just helped her see them. From that day on, Zoe didn't need a backpack to feel strong or capable. She knew she was good at many things. She was good at being a good friend. She was good at trying new things. She was good at not giving up. She started drawing more, not worrying if her lines looked like potatoes, because they were her lions. She ran in races just for the fun of feeling the wind in her hair. And in class, she raised her hand high, because she knew that even if her answer wasn't perfect, it was brave to try. She saw her friends and classmates in a new light, too, realizing that every single one of them had their own invisible powers inside them, just waiting to shine. And so, Zoe, the girl with the curly dark hair and the big round glasses, discovered that her greatest power wasn't magic. It was just being herself. She looked right at us, a big, happy smile on her face, and said, "My powers were inside me all along."